On 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, Alan Carr, Sarah Milliken, Josh Whitcomb, Tanya Moore, The Delightful Sausage, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show all about letters, numbers and conundrums. This show was born when two Channel 4 shows were smashed together, Countdown and The Undateables. Wow. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's team captain Sarah Milliken. Sarah went on Celebrity Catchphrase last year and she came second after Vernon Kay, just like Tess Daly does.
Wow.
It's good, though, that he carries on. Some don't, and they just leave you. If anything, Vernon Kay is better in my estimation now after that.
Yeah.
So well done, Vernon,
no,
wherever you are.
If it was me, I'm out.
They'd already done it before you got in, love.
And Sarah's teammate, Tanya Moore.
Yeah.
Tanya says her biggest regret is starting comedy so late. It's never too late, Tanya. Just look at Josh. He's 40 and he doesn't start comedy until next year.
That one wasn't even about me!
Up against them this evening, it's team captain Alan Carr. Alan recently made a TV show about renovating a house with Amanda Holden. The tattered old wreck...
Really?
Actually got on pretty well with Alan. And joining Alan tonight is Josh Whitcomb. Josh is a small-town boy, and that sentence also works if you remove the word town. Here's something I've always wanted to ask you, Josh. Why didn't the Eagles just pick you up from the Shire and fly you to Mount Doom?
Do you want to answer that? I don't know. It wasn't me. I auditioned for it.
You auditioned for...
The Hobbit.
Martin Freeman's role in The Hobbit?
They didn't sell it to me like that. They didn't say, come in and sit, we're doing Martin Freeman's role in The Hobbit, read it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're doing a $100 million movie. Have you ever acted before? No. I'm sure you'd be great. Give it a go.
Yeah. Didn't everyone?
I didn't, no.
Didn't you?
No, I'm like a
No.
full-grown man. I couldn't.
I did audition for The Hobbit, yeah.
Could you give us a little bit of your audition now? What was...
I can't remember the film because I don't like fantasy, but, like...
Is that how you started the audition?
I said, to be honest, a lot of this is a bit far-fetched for my taste. So I don't know why I'm doing this now.
Go on.
So it'd be like, Frodo, we will cross counties and drink mead and get the ring.
And you didn't get it?
OK.
Alan, talk us through a day in the life of Alan Carr.
OK, open my eyes, roll over, thank the tramp, get out of the skip. Shower every morning, apart from a Sunday, lazy day, where I just use a wet wipe. We've all had days like that, haven't we?
Yep.
And then on Sunday, I have a boozy day, and I've had to cut down on my drinking because I had a real boozy one the other Sunday. Have you ever done that, where you've sat watching the telly and you have one bottle of rosé, and then you have another bottle, and another bottle, and then that message comes up on the screen where the telly thinks you're dead? This is the 8th episode of Homes Under the Hammer. Blink if you're in pain. So that's my day, really.
Sarah, do you have like a bedtime routine?
I do take a lot of tablets. Any I can find.
Right.
I don't do drugs, but I do tablets. I put cream. I have to put cream on everywhere. And I don't mean like moisturiser, I mean like ointment. Quite a late night poo. And then I have to put cream on again, because obviously I've just blasted through it. I've also got satin pyjamas, because I heard that it's important what you're wearing in bed. You know, so I sat in pyjamas, but they're really slippy and I genuinely keep waking up on the floor. It's ridiculous.
Josh, were you popular at school?
Are you taking the piss? In the Leavers book, I got most likely to remain a virgin.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But you believed me? Sarah was like, well, that's horrible, but realistic. I didn't think I'd have to come out and say this, but I'm not a virgin, Sarah. I didn't get that, because I was just a non-event at school, as hard as that is to believe.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, like, if there was a pointless answer, it would have been me. Like, no one knew... So I was on a train the summer after we finished our GCSEs, and I was talking to my friend about people at our school, and the girl in front of us turned round and she said, oh, I know all these people you're talking about. Did you go to South Dartmoor? And I was like, yeah, I know your name is Holly, because genuinely, she sat on my table in science.
We're on the telly now, though, Jack.
Yeah, fuck you! 1-0. 1-0.
Tanya, what's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
Best bit of advice, probably from my dad. When I was about 7, he used to say to me, if nobody likes you, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy yourself anyway. Which is really funny, because then you get to a place where no one's giving you any fucking invites to the party. And it's just you in a corner, like, it doesn't matter, and you're crying. And you're like, well, my dad said it doesn't matter, and you're crying, and then you go home and he doesn't even want to play with you. That's probably the best thing. As an adult, it works.
We are the biggest bunch of losers, aren't we?
I hate that bit of invite. You know, that advice where they go, just be yourself. You do you, because everyone else is taken. And then you do you, and people go... a little bit. Is there a better you?
So is this you toned down, Alan?
People say that to me in the street. With one of my ex, they used to go to me, is he like this at home? Like I'm a rescue dog or something. I was given a really interesting piece of advice from my nan on a deathbed. Never tickle a grinning chimp. And...
Was she dying in a zoo?
So it's quite poignant, but I don't know what she meant.
Oh, what you... No.
No, never
Do you
tickle
think-
a grinning chimp. What she meant.
I'll never forget what my nana said to me on her deathbed. She said, I don't think you meant to unplug that. Now, have you got a mascot this evening, Sarah? What have
Yes,
you
I
got for
do.
good luck?
We drink from our mugs on set, and I always get a bit self-conscious because we're mic'd up and it's blasting out to you, lovely people, and I feel self-conscious that I'm a bit slurpy. So I bought a special mug. It's called the Noisy Mug, and it's basically so that it makes noises to distract people from the noises that I'm making when I'm drinking. It's a good idea, isn't it? Thanks, Josh.
That looks like Josh with a normal-sized mug.
I'm 5'6½". I'm not that small.
Like, for a man it is, isn't it? So it does... Do you want to hear the noises?
Yeah.
So the first one... It's enough of a distraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
The second one... Look over there. Just look over there, and you all went like that, and then I slurp away, happy. The next one... I'm a-hurting. And then this is the last one, which is, to be honest, sort of hurts my ears a little.
That did hurt, actually. Josh, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I have.
What do you bring?
So I've had this for years, but I thought I've never shown anyone. So I was a big comedy fan before I was a comedian, and I used to create a scrapbook of my comedy hero.
Right.
Sorry, I can see why you didn't have friends. Go on.
So here it is. So it's Alan Carr, my hero. So it says Alan Carr, my hero, and there's a picture of you. And then I've done various pictures. So this says, Alan is classy. I think that's when you woke up next to a tramp.
Yeah. Oh.
And then I've got Alan is sexy there. And then I've got... So this is when I met Alan when I was a kid, if you can see that.
You were just as tall then.
So I met you at stage door. That was
yes,
nice. You were
yes.
very nice. Do you remember it?
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah, it was nice,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yes.
And you signed this when we met in Little Chef that time. It says, "To John, best wishes, Alan." Don't give a shit, do you?
And then on the back, it's got back off.
I've got some toenails. I've got some hair. That's a vial of Alan's blood.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you recognise these? It's the baby teeth.
Oh, really creepy.
Oh, do you know what? I'd love you to have them.
Oh, you are freaking me out.
And can I just say, I'm really looking forward to the show with you.
He used to warm up for me, and we would...
I think it's called fluffing.
Yeah. And we would go, wouldn't we, on the tour, and he
go
was my
around.
support guy,
Yeah.
and then they would think that he was my lover, wouldn't they?
They would, and I think that I was his lover as well.
OK. Well, that's the stalking bit of the show over with. Tanya, have you got a mascot?
Yeah, I do, actually. It's my old hair. They're dreadlocks from my scalp, actually.
Wowzers.
Yeah. What happened was I had dreadlocks and I was in a Tango advert, and then I just got tired of my hair and shaved it off, and then my agent was like, "Oh, they want you back." So luckily I'd saved my dreads, and it's great because when you can finally get it on, wait, it's gonna blow your mind. Boom. Right?
Oh, my God.
I mean, you're welcome. Jimmy, honestly, you're looking at me like you want to have sex, and I'm here for it.
Mine is done with a similar system. It's pretty good hair.
Just do that. It's wonderful. And then now my hair's short. It's weird because people...
Short. It's quite
You
short.
get real close, you can feel that, Sarah. Feel it.
Am I allowed?
Yes, you're allowed. Isn't there hair
there's-
there?
yeah, there is.
Thank you. It's really short. Let me get it out my face. So now...
That feels like how down there should feel.
Do you know what I've got on my pubes? I've had my pubes done like a QR code.
So you can see what's on the menu?
Yeah. Hey, sausage coming up.
Alan, have you got a mascot?
Oh, OK. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I haven't got a mascot this week because I had a sporting injury and I couldn't... I'm in a lot of pain at the minute. I'm on painkillers. I've got a cushion. Like an old cushion.
You've got a cushion.
That's all I've got. I'm sorry. But, yeah,
We asked people to bring something.
I know, but I've had an injury and, yeah, so sorry.
Alan's cushion.
Sorry, everyone.
Alan, can we just rewind for a second? We talk about this sporting injury. What happened?
I fell awkwardly on a swing ball. And it went right up. Yeah.
What were you doing?
Slut dropping. The ball's still up there, so I just need to get it out.
Got good news for you.
Thank God for IBS.
Have you brought any bats? Because we could have a game later.
Well, over in Dictionary Corner, it's their first time on the show. It's the Delightful Sausage, a.k.a. Chris and Amy. But if the Delightful Sausage are here, who's back at drama school disappointing their parents? Chris, Amy, your first time on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, thanks for having us. So I'm Amy, and I'm the kooky one.
And I'm Christopher Louise, and I'm the... Yeah, I enjoyed the coronation, but truth be told, I think I did prefer the funeral. One.
And you've heard of the red coats, and you've heard of the blue coats, but we are the
salmon coats. Boom, 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 I'm here to say whale. And whale unto thee.
So we thought we'd come in and we're just going to tell you a little bit about Yorkshire's finest holiday camp, Ginster's Paradise. Now, we know we're not your first choice of booking.
No.
We
have been on TV before.
Oh, yeah. You probably all recognise us from Celebrity Cuckolding with Cat Deeley.
No, you've got to give a big shout-out to Patrick Keelty's handiwork. Steady, despite the tears.
He was crying. Also, you might know us from our very hard-hitting documentary, Passive Aggression on Twitter, The Susie Dent Story.
Good delightful sausage, everyone. And with Chris and Amy, of course, it's Susie Dent. Susie has written a new book featuring 100 positive and hopeful words. Sadly, it's not out yet, so I haven't read it. So all I can do is give you my initial reaction. Sound shit. It's our worst fears have been realised. You're writing a new book. What's it about, Susie?
Well, actually, the children's book was inspired by you. First of all, it's your level. And secondly, it's almost designed to send the kids to sleep. Given that you bang on about my books being a form of euthanasia, etc., I thought I will actually write a book that's designed to be a bit of a lullaby. Oh. So, thank you for that. Ka-ching.
I'm sorry. And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. It says here, to get the job on Countdown, Rachel beat off 3,000 people. All right, important question, Rachel. What do you love more, numbers or people?
I mean, that's a hard one because people, you know, it covers your loved ones and your friends and, you know, people who bring you food, all the best people, but it covers a lot of dickheads as well. People who make you try to go to the gym. Like you'd be on the list. But numbers, it's like, it's my thing, isn't it? It's what I'm known for. It's, you know, it's given me a career. So I think it'd be like asking you to choose between your kids or calling Susie Dent a pest who writes boring books. Just don't think you could do it.
Bye, kids. OK, the prize the teams will be competing for tonight is this, the Countdown Invisibility Cloak. Ooh. OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. Al and Josh, you get the pick of the letters.
You go first, love.
Consonant.
Thank you, Josh. W.
Consonant, please.
R.
Consonant.
G.
Vowel, please.
O.
Consonant, please.
T.
Another consonant, please.
K.
Vowel.
E.
Consonant.
Yeah. S.
Vowel.
I.
While you do your puzzles, I'm going to train a dog. All right, your time starts now. Here, boy. Yep, yep. Here, boy. Sit. Lie down. Lie down. Roll over. Play dead. Chase your tail. Lick your balls. Fetch. Useless. Fabio! Don't do that. Alan, how many?
6.
Josh, how many?
6.
Tanya, how many?
It's 6.
It's 6?
Yeah.
Sarah, how many?
I've got an iffy 7.
What's your 6, Josh?
What's it?
Not enough T's.
Not enough T's. Oh.
Your 6.
Very cheery. Stroke.
Oh.
Nice.
Tanya, your 6?
Strike.
OK, Sarah, you're 7.
Yeah, it's an iffy 7. I'm not sure if it's in the dictionary, it should be, you know how...
I can tell you it isn't. I can tell just from that it isn't in the dictionary.
You know, some men's winkies are just like wowzers, and then the other ones are like meh, and then later on they're wowzers. So it's growies, like it's a...
I've got to growler and it's not in. Not there, Sarah.
6 points to both
Thanks,
teams.
though. Thanks for checking. Just for
Alex, could they have done any better?
Oh, yeah. For a 7, you could have had goriest. And I've seen some willies like that. And the other one could be how I sometimes describe my private area, a work site.
So at the end of that, both teams have 6 points. All right, time for our first numbers round. Sarah, Tanya, you get to pick first.
So 2 big ones and the rest small. Are you happy to go with
I'm
that,
happy to
Tanya?
go with
Let's
that.
do that if that's all right, Rachel. Thank
Yep.
you.
2 large, 4 little coming up for you
Thank
girls.
you, love.
Let's do it.
And they are 7, 1, 9, 8, 75 and 100. And the target, 279.
And your time starts now. So the target was 279. Josh, did you get it?
282.
Alan, did you get it?
No.
How
nowhere
close did you
near.
get?
I
Nowhere near.
couldn't even... I just got white noise.
Sarah, did you get it?
No, I got 282, the same as Josh.
Tanya?
No, I just wrote the numbers down a couple of times.
Josh, how did you get 282?
9 minus 7 is 2.
Yep.
Times 100.
200.
200. Plus 75.
275.
Plus 8 minus 1.
Yep. 282,
Okay.
3 away.
Exactly
Nice.
the same. Exactly
Oh,
the same.
marry me.
7 points to both teams.
Yay!
Rachel, could this be done?
100 minus 75. 7 minus 1 is 6, obviously.
7 minus 1 is 6.
Yeah, add them
Duh.
together. 31
Right.
times 9. 279.
Oh, it's 31 times 9. 279, of course. And here is your teaser. The words are I Dog Alan. The clue is make sure you've got the right angle. That's I Dog Alan. Make sure you've got the right angle. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the tease. The words were I Dog Alan. The clue was make sure you've got the right angle. It was, of course, diagonal. So, both teams have 13 points. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Sarah and Alan. So, Sarah, your turn to choose.
Can we have 4 consonants just in a row?
In a row.
Thanks,
N,
love.
F, N,
Oh, God.
C.
Can we have 3 vowels, please, Rachel?
U,
Oh, God.
E, A.
And how many have I got left, Flower?
You're still on for the C-bomb and Fanny.
Sounds like a hell of a Saturday night.
Let's have... what would you suggest?
Well, I mean, you got to try, haven't you? Should we go for a consonant?
Yeah,
got to
Got
try.
2 shots. T.
Found your level.
You want to go for the full house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on then. Okay.
Never mind.
D.
I'm going to make pancakes for everyone. All right. Is that the right heat? Your time starts now. Pretty good. I've made pancakes for everyone. Now I've done one. That's you, Sarah.
That's not bad. It's very flattering.
Tanya, yours is quite stylised.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
don't
like
it?
that, actually.
Yeah.
I thought you were just going to do eyes in the middle of the pancake and leave it there.
Have you done us?
What about us? We got
I think your one actually went up because when I flipped.
Wow.
It's you, sorry. It's Josh's one.
Oh, that's a shame. Have it? Oh, look at that.
Good
Do you reckon
catch.
it'll unlock my phone?
Alan's almost certainly. Well, I've done yours, Alan. Look at that. I've got pancakes for everyone. Bring on the pancakes.
Is this a
Oh,
trick?
wow.
Why is he being nice to us?
I really don't trust it. I don't trust
They're
it.
the packet ones.
I mean, there.
What if we all get the shits later on?
Mate, babe, it's all right.
I might shit out the rest of that swing ball. You never know.
This is so nice.
This is lovely.
What have you got in yours?
Cream, chocolate, strawberries. This is the best show I've ever been on.
This is so...
Well, in fairness, you do the last leg.
I feel like something's happening here. What are we missing?
Yeah.
Well, we're playing countdown, but I mean...
I'm going to have another one.
You're in your second one. You're a grown lad. Crack on.
Mum says I'm going to make 6 foot. Oh, no, oh, no.
Going in.
Sarah, what have you got? How many?
I've got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Alan, you've
I've got a 6.
You got a 6. OK, so what is your 6?
Wow.
What's your 6?
Perfect.
What's your 6? What's your 6? What's your 6? Well, I'm asking you. What's your 6?
Fanned.
What's sorry?
Fanned. That when you fan something.
When you found something?
Yeah.
Sarah, what's your 6?
Tanned.
10. 6 points to both teams.
So much maple syrup on your hands.
What was in this pancake?
You got it on your trousers.
He's going in. The delightful sausage. Susie, could they have done any better?
We had a 7, didn't we?
Could have gone defunct.
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of that, both teams have 19 points. Right, now time for Tanya and Josh to go head-to-head. Josh, your turn to pick the numbers.
2 biggies, 4 smallies.
Nailed it. Too big,
Thanks,
4
mate.
small. Simple as.
Let's do it.
2.
Little ones, 2, 9, 1, 7. Big ones, 25 and 50. And your target, 845.
Oh, no.
And your time starts now. So the target was 845. Josh, did you get it?
No. 848.
848. OK, close. Tanya, did you get it?
No, I got to 900.
OK, that's quite far.
Wait, hold on. I haven't finished using all my numbers. Just give me a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's not fair, because when you watch at home, you always pause the telly.
That's true. It's true.
I'm really good at this if I've got an hour and a calculator.
Do you know what I mean?
OK, Josh, how did you do it?
9 plus 7 plus 1 is 17. Times 50 minus 2 is 845. Oh, bollocks.
7 points for Josh. Rachel, could it be done?
Yeah, 9 minus 1 is 8. 25 minus 8 is 17. And then we're back to Josh times 50, 850. And we have 7 minus 2 for 5. 845.
I didn't follow any of that. Didn't follow any of that. Yeah. I thought that was it. That was smart because you moved at a pace where no one was checking.
Well, one day I'm just going to like write total bollocks and see if anyone notices.
What, one day?
Yeah.
That's Good question. Why isn't Rachel timed? She's got more time while we're faffing over here.
You think she's cheating? Susie's got a fucking dictionary. OK, so Sarah and Tanya have 19 points. Alan and Josh have 26.
Yes.
Time now to go across to Dictionary Corner. Chris, Amy, the delightful sausage, what have you got for us?
Yes. Well, we're here today on behalf of Ginster's Paradise, Yorkshire's premier holiday camp experience. We are known for our 5-star entertainment, 3-star hygiene rating, and we've just got our very first star on TripAdvisor. Let's just take a look at some of our customer reviews. A great place.
Buffet.
Top. We've got lots of stuff to do during your stay. We've got the world's biggest 2p machine. We've got an on-site abattoir. And we've even got entertainment every single night of your stay. I mean, this week sees the return of camp favourite, the Great Zambino.
Oh, I bloody love a magician.
Don't get overexcited. What do I always say?
You always say she was never in that coffin. They were queuing for an empty box.
What I say about magicians?
What to say about magicians? You always say magicians are just waistcoat-clad wearing con men who were brought up by the grandparents and smell of cummy little Y-fronts.
It's mean, but it's not wrong.
No.
And I'm also pleased to announce that our guest ale for the summer season is apple sours.
I've had a night on the sours and I actually got a tattoo. Somewhere very special, very private.
Where?
It's on my dad's back.
Don't flirt with Mr. Carr.
He's my ideal man. He's very rich and I could definitely take him in a fight.
The delightful sausage, everyone. And here is your teaser. The words are Sarah Nip. The clue is be careful, they bite. That's Sarah Nip, be careful, they bite. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were Sarah Nip. The clue was be careful, they bite. It was, of course, piranhas. OK, so on to another letters game, and we're going to up the stakes. We're playing for double points in the lightning round. OK, you've each been fitted with an electric shock machine. At any time, you might receive a small shock. Are you all fine with being... You're fine with this, right?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It's too late now.
I suppose I should probably...
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. I didn't know you were going to control it. Jimmy, we're doing so well as friends.
Is yours working?
No.
Well, let me just test Sarah's.
Oh! Mine's
Yeah,
working.
that's working. You're getting nothing? You gonna be OK?
Yeah.
Sarah's enjoying it.
Your one's not doing anything. I'm
But when
pressing
it happens, it fucking happens.
Does it come out?
Come out? Where have they put it?
OK, I mean, that doesn't seem to be working at
No,
all.
wait, something happened, but it didn't happen fully, but it happened a little bit.
Tanya, do you want to just nip over there and just see if they can do it? In the meantime, here's a fun thing.
Oh, fuck! You did that about 4 times! I love you, please don't do it again. I'll do it. Ow! You are such a shit!
It was better with the eye contact. Alan, have you ever had an electric shock before?
Was this a trick question?
It's very peculiar. They don't seem to be working with any level of...
OK, we're back. OK.
Do you want to have a little bit of pancake, Alan? Josh, bit of pancake?
Alan!
shoving it in like a fax machine in reverse. No. That is not funny. Oh, I could have choked. I could have choked.
I've never been asked to do this, and I always assumed it was my age. Like, they get the young uns out, and then they just leave the old crone at the end.
Oh, no,
it'll
going
fuck
for
her
you.
up.
Oh, you fuck! I was drinking my tea! Knocked it over my own face. What's coming to life? 5 constants, 4 vowels. Let's get on with it.
H, P, R, B, and L, and then O, I, E, and O.
All right, for the countdown lightning round, your time starts now.
Oh, my God!
For a second, I could smell smoke, and I thought it was Josh.
Do we get a photo at the end? Stop it now.
Stop it.
It's not funny. No
the
more
problem
now.
is, it is funny.
I quite like it. Is that bad?
I'm surprised.
Look at that. Look at your orgasms brought down a tiny celebration. Tanya, how many?
5.
Sarah, how many?
7. Oh! I was really pleased with my 7.
Alan, how many?
That's 6.
6.
Tanya, you're 5.
Oh, wait! No, wait! No, wait, Jimmy, wait. Let me just say it. I wrote Hooper.
Alan, you're 6.
Boiler.
Josh, you're 6.
Football term. You absolute anus.
I don't
Is libero a word?
Yes, sweeper in football.
This makes me perform better.
Sarah, you're 7 for the points.
Blooper.
Yay.
Oh, very good.
So it's double points for Sarah, 14. OK, could they have done any better?
No better than 7.
So at the end of that, Sarah and Tanya are in the lead with 33 points. Time now to go across the dictionary corner again. Chris, Amy, the delightful sausage, what have you got for us?
Well, we've got a fact for you, Jimmy.
Oh, yes. Now, did you know that Yorkshire has not only just got its second G of internet, but we've got our own language.
Basically, instead of the traditional vowels, you know, A, E, I, O, U, we've got...
So how would you convince people to come and stay at the holiday camp?
Why don't you watch this quick promo video that we put together?
Didi-na-na-na. Ginster's Holiday Camp is a truly unforgettable vacation experience. It's the perfect place to relax, kick back and smoke a ciggy indoors. And don't forget, there are plenty of laughs to be had, courtesy of our world-famous on-site entertainers, the Salmon Coats. But they're probably most famous for... dancing. Athletics. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So rest assured, with the Salmon Coats around, you're in a...
Safe pair of hands.
Really, that's about our time, and we'd just like to say, we know we won't be coming back. It's fine. We get it. We
Look,
do.
it's a bad booking, but
Bad
is that
booking.
on us?
We just want to say that we know we're not right for this, but we think we could do this morning, don't we?
Yeah.
The delightful sausage, everyone! And here is your final teaser. The words are got semen. The clue is that's priceless. That's got semen. That's priceless. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were got semen. The clue was that's priceless. It was, of course, gemstone.
OK.
OK, time for our final letters game. Sarah, Tanya, your turn to choose.
Let's go consonant, please.
S.
Consonant, please.
N.
Vowel.
A.
Nice. Vowel.
I.
Consonant, please.
S.
Consonant, please.
J.
Let's go consonant one more time.
R.
Vowel, please.
E.
Oh.
We've taken the shock stuff off. I don't know where that noise came from.
Vowel.
Final O.
OK.
I might stick on an audiobook. It's boring. Your time starts now.
1001 Facts You Didn't Know About Countdown, Chapter 1. The countdown clock is actually played by the actor Andy Serkis. Rachel Riley is a keen hunter. She hates all animals, particularly rescue dogs. Susie Dent has been on the show for many years and is, in fact, on loan to Countdown from the British Museum. Jimmy Carr insists on being paid through a series of offshore companies and trusts that we've traced back to a shell company in the Cayman Islands.
That's enough of that, isn't it? Yeah, boring. Sarah, how many?
7.
Tanya, how many?
6.
Alan?
6.
Josh?
7.
Oh.
Ooh.
There wasn't that surprise when Sarah got 7, was there?
No, because it was expected.
Well, she's not a 13-year-old plucky teenager. Tanya, you're 6?
Snares.
Alan, you're 6?
Raises.
OK. Sarah, you're 7?
Reasons?
Reasons. Josh, you're 7.
Joiners. To be a joiner and more than one of them.
Good, yeah.
7 points to both teams. Delightful sausage. Susie, could they have done any better?
They could, with an 8.
Sensoria.
Yes. It's our sensory faculties. It's the plural of sensorium. If you've got a VR headset on, for example, your sensorium is activated.
OK, so Alan and Josh have 33. Sarah and Tanya have 40. You know what that means? OK. Could still snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Today's going to be a crucial countdown conundrum. You ready for this? OK, your time starts now. Try and build up the courage to get this. Sarah.
It's wrong. I've written down gingerist because it made me happy. It doesn't work.
Restart the clock.
Thanks.
Try and get some courage to do this. Try and... some courage.
Oh, my God. This is so embarrassing.
Did I press that? That was genuinely just nerves. Gingerist?
It's still not gingerist. Try and get some courage to do this.
I think all of the people in the audience have got it.
Show of hands, who's got it?
Oh, my God!
On 3, what is the conundrum? 1, 2, 3. On 3.
You absolute thickos!
So, audience, on 3, shout the answer. 1, 2, 3.
You've got it.
What is it, Alan?
Mustering.
Yeah! Well done, Alan. Well Have a celebratory pancake.
Oh,
Well done.
Wow.
So the final scores are Alan and Josh have 33, but our winners, Tanya and Sarah, with 40. Congratulations. You're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Invisibility Cloak. Thanks to all our panelists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.